Alright, well today I have my two front drums and I've been cleaning them out, and I wire brushed the insides of these real well as I already cleaned up and put a little bit of rust reformer and some black on the outsides. So today what I'm going to do is put the braces into these. And so I had never done this before, but you know, I have the new bearings, and so what I have to do is take the bearing races, which are these ones here, and I have to put get them right into there. I have this kit which puts them into place, so I'm going to go ahead and do them. When I took out the old ones, I scratched the insides of this just a little bit with the screwdriver, so, but I think it should be fine. So what I'm going to do is just give this a try, see if I can get these into place. So I take this, let's see, I'll set this back just a little bit. So I'm going to take this tool and I'm going to just go ahead and get this thing here situated. Now, I'll just take a little hammer here and I just want this to be very clear once it's all the way in. So let's see, here's my first one. That looks great. So let's do the second one here. Let's see, this is the outer. The outer is the little one. So here it is. I'm going to put that right here. And there we go. Alright, those look great. So I'm going to flip them around and do the inside ones. So these are bigger, so I've got to find the right piece here. Nope. It's going to be the 59 millimeter. Yep. So this one was a 50 millimeter for the outside, and then 59 millimeter I used for the inside. So just put on the bolt here for the tool. Alright, so that's what this looks like here. So let's go ahead and put this one in. right, and that looks like this. So you can really feel once it hits the piece of, the steel at the bottom. So I have one more here that I'll put in. Again, this is what I'm using. And then these inner ones, you can go ahead and put the bearing on with the seal here. So I may do that as well. The outer ones, I think I have to wait. All right. So let's see. So now I believe these guys here, you can put that in like that, and then put this seal on there like this, but you have to pack it with grease. So what I got, let's see if I can show this. What I got is this heavy duty wheel bearing grease, and so I'm going to go ahead and pack the these inners with grease, and then I'm going to hammer in the seals, and then I'm just going to have to set these aside until I'm waiting for these what do you call these, the link pins. I have new link pin sets that is going to hold on my spindles, and then I'll be able to put these in. These pieces here look fine on the spindles, at least I hope so. But I can get the bearings packed with grease and set them aside. I'll probably put them in some Ziploc bags or something, because it might be 3 to 5 days before I get my link pin set. All right, so I got a handful of grease out of here, taking my first outer bearing. And so what I've seen is that you try to get the grease lodged in there really well, coming up through. So now when I look at that, that looks really greasy. So and I'll just take some extra here. I'm just going to get that all around the inside here. there's kind of a grease pit on the inside part of the bearing. Sorry, the inside part of the drum. All right, well, my hands are completely nasty now, but I should be able to take this seal now, and I want to get this in place. Actually, what I might do first is put the other bearing in, because then I can take off these gloves. So, seal is in place. Just focus on this one here. So again, I'm going to take grease, putting it all in the drum. There's kind of a little bit of a grease reservoir underneath there. Yeah, I haven't really done this before, so I watched some videos of people doing this, and I disassembled it so I could see basically what it looked like. And got that. I'm going to take some of this grease here, put that on my hand, and then I'm taking my other larger inner bearing here and getting grease all in there. Okay, that is greased up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna set that in here. That looks good. So, you know what to do with this excess grease. So, got a lot of grease here. I'm gonna put it in the inside of the hole here. And get rid of these gloves. Or maybe just wipe off the gloves with my, let's see. I'm just gonna get new gloves, and then I'm gonna pound in the seals. All right, just need a paper towel. Okay, so yeah, definitely got a little bit extra, a little bit of grease on some things that you don't want grease on, like the inside of the drum. But overall, this looks good. So I'll get my other seal, this guy here, L-ring. So it looks like this. And I'm just going to, I guess I'll use a mallet so that I don't ruin this thing. this one, I think, well, I think I can maybe take something like this. Hard to say, like I guess that needs to be countersunk just a touch. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so but I'm assuming this. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say that it's counter sealed, but I think that's as far as it'll go. So let's just take a look at this one now. Same situation. Because initially it kind of wants to come out. And I think that is about the same on both sides. I don't think it's going in any further. Okay, well, I got to clean some grease off of some things. But as far as this thing goes, let's see the end result here. Okay, so I've got this one in, and I've got this one in, and then on the outsides, I've got the races in, but again, that goes with the whole assembly when I'll put in the smaller ones. They don't have a seal in the same way that the inners do. So, I assume, so then this right here should just fit around it. All right, that is the bearings. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get the inner, that is to say, get the outer ones ready. So, just going to pack with some more grease. Then, same process, take the grease here. I don't need quite as much because it's a smaller bearing. like this. Just wait until I see the grease kind of poking up in between. I got it lodged in there pretty good, and put it on the top, on the bottom, and just drop it in. So this'll, I'm just gonna keep these ready for when I get my plates, link pins, and everything in place. And so, as I said, sometimes I have to do things a little bit in the wrong order, but feel good about the fitting of everything here. And so this goes on the other one, and right like this. So what I'm going to do is just cover these in plastic for the time being, and they're basically ready to go. So, looking good. How do I turn? I need a non-greasy finger. Here we go. Alright, because I'm going to have to wait maybe 2 or 3 days for my assembly on the spindles, I went ahead, since I did all this good work on the bearings and getting the grease all in there and inside in the little reservoir and getting the seals in. So what I've done is I've just put some saran wrap with rubber bands on these, and I'm just going to set them aside. I'm going to go ahead and have them face this way, and I'm just going to set them aside until I'm ready, which should probably, hopefully, I mean, maybe it'll be in the next day, but it'll I've got my plates here, and it looks like I have my wheel cylinders, which is, let's just take a look. So this is great. So these wheel cylinders, just look at how these go on the plates. These plates go on there, and then the wheel cylinder is going to go like this. Oh, that looks great. Look at that. So I love it when it looks like this with new, fully functional parts. So there's that one, and I can go ahead and open up this one as well. The other cylinder, again, this is just for the front. Kind of only ordering parts as I need them, but this, again, it's going to look like that. Nice heavy duty looking part. I cleaned up all the adjusters, and these work great. They're all got a lot of WD-40 in there, and okay, perfect. So getting closer on these wheel assemblies, what I have to do is got to get the link pins in there, tightened down. Then I will put on the plates, and then I can put on basically the drums and everything. And then I can tighten up my steering tie rods. I also ordered new inside star, I guess they're 1/2 inch lock washers, which is what's gonna go on the struts. I need 8 of those. And then the other thing I'm gonna do today is I got my wheels all painted. So I have 5 wheels. One of them is crappy, this one. Oops. So that'll be the spare. And I have my tires. I have one additional tire, but I have my tires ready to go. I'll bring them in, and today hopefully my 4 good tires on my 4 good rims, and then the 1 extra tire, and I'll scrub. So these tires are garbage, so I painted them anyway, but the 2 good tires, I'll scrub them a little bit with the regular brush just to get them. I kind of fogged a little bit of that silver white paint on them. And my fuel tank here is looking great. I can just show what the inside looks like. So, if you can see, the inside surface just has that sort of silver speckly look to it. And that I looked up whether or not, because I have some more of the, you know, as I said, it drained out about half of the sealant, and I still have it in here, but I looked up whether you should do a second coat, and it says don't do a second coat because it doesn't bond well to itself once it's cured. I look in there, it looks good. And then here, you know, I probably just need to clean up those threads and clean up a little bit of that drain plug, but a couple of little bubbles in there, not bubbles, but more like specks of whatever was in there, but I think that's gonna be great. That sealant is like a combo of like super glue and like really gnarly chemicals. I got a tiny bit of it on my hand, and it's a little bit like when you get super glue on your hand once it starts to cure. So I would highly suggest being a little more careful with the rubber gloves than I was. But I use the rubber gloves using everything except for the final sealant. Okay,